Hello and welcome to the second cast between FreePoints and TheWeakestLink. We remember the first game, FreePoints with Scott and Pekuda, they won on Hell in a very small place. It was kinda an obvious win. And now the second game, it's on Paddy Field. Scott and Pekuda are playing on the red side here, on top. And they play with France General and DGC, like Dutch-German coalition armored. And on the other side, the blue team is playing with Commonwealth moto and Norad general deck. So we see already that the blue team has a lot of more units on the left side than on the right side. We have here the plateau, and here are the two sectors in the mid, and here's Hotel, the sector, which is usually in a normal game who wins the sector most of the time wins the game. And the blue team decided to go heavy on the left side and not that heavy on the right side. And the red team seems like they both go like as expected, 1 and 1. So one player goes here and one player goes to Bravo and maybe push to India. Well, I would say from the skill level that the red team is in a favor, maybe a little better, more experienced. And yeah, but the thing is in Wargame, especially in the 2 vs 2 tournament, if you have a little different tactic than usual, you can do a lot and you can change the outcome. So let's see, the blue has a little surprise, let's say, in the beginning, and let's take a look. So we start the game. As I say, there's a lot of motorized unit from blue on the left side, and there's just a little force for the right side, a Wolverine for air defense, some recons, yeah. And there's already the F-111C, and they bomb very early. So let's see where the bomb goes. And it hits almost the full force of the red team on the left side. So, well, that was kind of surprising. It's not the nicest tactic in the world, but it's effective. We have seen it in other games already. And yeah, the Rafale is way too late and spawned on the wrong air spawn. So it couldn't defend, and they didn't even shoot down the F-111C. So now the DAB works here in close range. And also the Crotal is kind of outnumbered. There's the Recon Cobra. And yeah, some more links. So they really denied the whole push of the left side of Pekuda. Yes, is it a second Rafale or is it? No, it's the same Rafale, I guess. Yeah, but it's too late. Blue already unloaded its units. It's mostly Milans, and the rest of the motorized units are coming here. Meanwhile, on the right side, there's like expected, God playing 2 super heavies, a mortar to cover them, and some recons and some cheap infantry. And in the middle, both teams didn't invest much in the middle. So yeah, seems like blue is getting Bravo. It's hard to defend in a way, but also easy because you have this ridge. On the other hand, you're kind of far away from your spawn sector, so red can spawn a lot of units immediately. And you see both players invest now on the left side. That's the absolute right decision to do. Yeah, the Humvee is a little too far maybe. And now the Vickers from the side. Very nice move. Here they have the range. Here they would be way too close to engage the legions or something. Here they have the space and the room, and they even push into Charlie, seems like. But very good call of Pekuda. He immediately saw that, and they both bought the right units to deny this push. So they still take a lot of force here from the Bravo forces now to push into this tree line here between Echo and Bravo, and also the right call of God. If there's a lot of units here, you have to immediately push on your sector, and that's what he's doing here. He's pushing, and they even push over the bridge to make pressure here on the other spawn. So blue has to invest there. That's what a lot of not so experienced teams do wrong. They kind of lose one sector, or they were overwhelmed there, and then they immediately gave up, like invest here and stop the forces here. But no, if you see that there's two players pushing at one side, you immediately have to think about, you have to have the same amount of points than you, so you have to push somewhere else. Somewhere else have to be a lack of units, and that's what they did very good here, causing trouble with the transport, driving all over the map. So the same like blue is doing here in Charlie. And luckily for red, they put the CV back there in the tree line, because if the CV would have been here, it was very, very likely that they would have lost it. Well, but they are still ticking +2, because they bought 2 CVs from the start, I guess. And yeah, the blue team has kinda has the control over the zones, at least here, not so much here. Okay, these lavies are very nice here. They're in a little ditch, so they're a little covered, and they can kill all the reinforcements here. The Vickers are still alive, causing trouble behind the lines. The escort barely survived, but there's a new one coming, so red had to invest a lot of points for units they use here, and blue uses this time to push here into Echo and Delta, or get control here. If they control Bravo, Echo, Lima, that should be enough sectors to win the game. And yeah, bought a CV so that they started to tick, and now they try to get back into Bravo to get full control. The links help a lot with the legions, no chance for them. And the commandos are really good units in close quarter combat, so should be hard for red to get back in here, and very good call to put 1 unit here. So if red bombs this, there's still 1 unit here to survive and giving side shots. So red can't rest really, because they know that there's still infantry somewhere here, so they're looking for it with the escorts and the Cassiope. Yeah, and this Abrams kind of secures the bridge, so nothing can cross it. Okay, so they try to get rid of the last infantry. Oh, the Gepard is stunned and can't shoot here against the Cobra. Very unfortunate for the red team. Let's see if it survives. Oh, very good call from Grot. Immediately smoke it, and maybe it will survive because of that. Oh, and the F-111C goes for the EOS and kills them both. That was a very good kill, but it was killed as well, but by the F4. But anyway, killing both of their air defense here is a very good result for the blue team. Okay, the Rafale is still up. They bring more AA. Always good to have lots of AA near the front line. But here they need definitely infantry. They have nothing to counter the 2A5, but on the other side, the 2A5s, they have just the Gepard left as air defense, as air cover. So yeah, they need more AA here. And still the commandos are here. Well, they have seen that there's a lot of helicopters, the escorts, so the Stormer here is a very good unit. Okay, let's see. So far, more control of blue, a little different outcome than usually on this map. They have this side, the left side, in control, but they gave up the right side. So a little bit of a gamble, but so far it pays off. But still they have this huge gap here. There's just an Aslav. Yeah. Okay. So they still are on the hunt for the infantry here, causing trouble in the back line, and yeah, but now it should be enough. The problem is the escorts with their range. They have a minimum range, but if they are too close, they can't shoot to them. On the other hand, yeah, somehow they have to spot them, and in close combat the commandos can also do heavy damage to the escorts. Okay, so let's see. Blue is ticking +1 and red tries to get back into Bravo, but blue has a very good defense force here. Maybe the Lynx should have been rearmed. On the other hand, maybe they saw the Grotal or both the Grotals, and as soon as they hover higher, they will be shot down. Maybe that's the fear here. Red find a little gap in the defense of blue here with pushing into the tree line, back into the tree line. Oh, and the Abrams is really low now. He took a lot of hits. Yeah, the Rima are very good in close combat, close quarter combat. Okay, but with the help of the TH495, they will win this battle. Okay, so heavy losses for red so far. They have control here, but can't do really much. The leopards are going forward, but they don't have infantry support, so they have to be very carefully what is here inside. And yeah, there's a Milan squad. Let's see. And now they try to get into Bravo here with smoke. Very good. So the helicopters or whatever is there to support the units can't shoot at the infantry. Yeah, but maybe it's a little less. Just 2 Rimas. There had to be more. And yeah. Now the Canadian Airbornes are working against the Perennos. Although this one is down, so yeah, another heavy loss. But okay. The Leopards are going back. They're almost out of fuel, but at least they're not dead, so that's very important for them. Oh, the Riki will die to the Natas. That's very annoying, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Good. Red is still gathering forces here around Bravo to... oh, and there's a helicopter sneak through. They saw the mortar and maybe even the FOB in the base. There was no defense at all from the red team. So let's see if we see some counter artillery. And there's still forces in the base. Well, maybe defense forces for the push early here from red. Or let's not call it push. Okay, so the Leopards try to do something here, but with the Milans they're kinda stunned or like they can't really operate. And yeah, let's see if how they manage to get back here. Because they have to, otherwise they will lose. Blue is bringing another CV into Bravo. Buys mortars. And they're looking for the CV in the base. Yeah. Good. Red has 2 FOBs and blue has just 1 FOB. Maybe good decision. That's a nice spot for a CV because, I mean, this is not an obvious spot. But on the other hand, as soon as a helicopter comes here, it will spot it, no? But there shouldn't be a helicopter. If you have a proper air defense, there shouldn't be a helicopter. So, there's a kind of standoff. Both teams are gathering. Blue is investing heavily into infantry. Guess it's a good call because infantry can probably defend sectors very well. If you buy the right infantry, of course, but seems like good. Rangers for recon. Maybe there's a little lack of air defense here. And now escorts are probing. Or try to get through the defense. And like there's not much which can stop them right now. There's a Hornet going down, but misses completely. Now they buy a dab, but now the CV here is open in the back line. That should never be able, or should never be possible for helicopters to reach this. And it's evacuating his Hornet. Maybe it's a little too early. Yeah, they lose the CV and shoot it, and now they have, it's really dangerous for them that the helicopters fly to kill one of the base CVs. Okay, but here's the dub coming. Maybe they saw the dub in time and now they're running away from the dub. Who's faster? 300, 280, so the dub should get them. But well, that was annoying, and at the same time they push now here at Echo. A lot of cheap infantry and then the Leopards as fire support. Guess that's the meta nowadays, buying Natas, so they Canadians, rivals and whatever is in the units shoot at them and then they to go forward. They didn't catch the escorts yet. Okay, now the Hornet finally kills one. And the dubs are too slow. Maybe they stop for a moment. And they miss. And the TACOM stunned the escort, okay. That's kinda lucky. But well, they made it. And they have to buy another CV. I guess it's on the way already, or they will buy it soon. And yeah. But there's another push of red, so they have to do something against that, and even from there, there's a Leclerc, another super heavy. But there's Milan. But I guess the Leclerc is still behind the bridge, so kinda hard for them to hit it. Oh, now it gets 2 hits from the Milan, the Leclerc. It's down to 2 HP. And there's the next missile coming. And kills the Leclerc with front armor. Wow, that's a huge blow. So this is kinda worthless, this attack now. All the transports here can easily deal with that, but there's the next Natra spam coming. I don't know if I've ever seen that many Natras. Yeah, as soon as they shoot out of the town, the Natras will shoot back, and then the Leopards as well. You can even use cheaper units here than the Leopards for the fire support. It would, but now it's the leftovers from the first push. There's the F-111C coming. Maybe a little expensive, but well, it's all they have, I guess, in the deck. Kills a lot of Natas, but still, it's, I mean, there's more than 100 Natas, no? They try to get into the buildings just to make vision for the attack from the bombers and tanks. Now the Max is having it. There's another Leclerc coming. Oh, very nice, the Bradley here in the backline, suppressing the Leclerc. And there's even more Heimatschützen, Natras and Heimatschützen now, both pushing into the town. It's also kind of hard if you want to snipe the tanks to find them, because you know there's a lot of icons and you don't know, here it is. So yeah, right now they don't even work with smoke, and we didn't see a tank sniper yet beside the cluster Hornet, I guess. So yeah, it's also good positioning here from the commandos. If they would have been in the first row of the houses, easily the tanks and all the transport could kill them, but now they don't have really an angle, and they shoot to the infantry when they have an angle, so that's a good positioning of the commandos if you defend a town against a push like that. The links from early this game are coming, but the Shepherds are taking care of it. Yeah, maybe you could have saved 1 or 2 if you immediately pushed them, put them back, the links. But well. Did the second Leclerc die as well? Seems like, no? So 2 Leclercs already down. That's a lot. There's more infantry coming. The Bisons try to kill the fob with the mortars. Didn't see that very often. but it works. Okay, let's see. The leopards are now in close combat into the town. There's not much infantry, but Highlanders, which can be very dangerous for the leopard. Oh, and they got a side shot by the Mexas here. Wow. And another front hit, so they're both very low now. They don't even have vision to the Mexas. Yeah, and now if the Milan would have had missiles, that would have been the final blow, I guess, against them. But yeah, luckily they were out of ammunition. The commandos are still holding the town. That would not have been possible if they would have been in the first row. But now in the second row they are better protected from the support. But there's more coming. More cheap rifles. Yeah. Oh, and now a Thunderbolt in action. Tries to snipe the 2A5s. Didn't see them. Lost vision. No, didn't. Oh wow. He's killed at least one, but there would have been both possible, I guess. The Wolverine against the Natas. They have to go back. The airborne here, they should be in here in this tree line and yeah, resupplied of course. But okay. Red is not doing much here into November. Maybe makes not much sense. But it seems like blue tries to get back here in the houses and prepares that with a F111. But good reaction of Crot. Amazing that he saw that. Okay, so the next push is coming. The leopards are helping with the fights, and they were able to get back here into Echo. But at the same time, blue is ticking +3. So yeah, time is running for the red team. They are already behind. If they manage to get a CV here and here, it would be still a +1 for the blue team. Yeah, so they have to do something. And they make trouble here again, the red team. Yeah. Oh, side shot by the Milan? No, they don't hit. But now the blue team here is kind of overrun by cheap units and the 2A1s. Nexus is helping a bit from here. Guess it would be helpful for red to have some ADGMs here, and there they are coming already. Yeah, because then you can snipe the reinforcements, and blue either has to reroute their reinforcements or like has to smoke or to do something against it. So good call. Okay, the 2A1s go for contact. Yeah, that's the problem with the Highlands and the Erics. As soon as they are stunned, they're really not that helpful in the woods. On the other hand, they can easily kill a tank with one shot when they're on the side. So yeah. So red is kind of retreating right now. They meanwhile lost both 2A5, I guess. Yeah. No more attempts to get into here, at least for the moment. Both players are concentrating now here. They both invest here. Ah, here you see. There's the side shots from the ADGMs and even maybe some tanks. So that's very dangerous for the blue team. They can lose a lot of units here. Oh, 2A5 now gets side shots from the Milan here. They're kind of trapped. And the Nexus is going forward. Taking a look what's going on there. Huh? Okay, more infantry coming, but the Milan's still there. Oh, the Abrams, very careful. Now they have to be very carefully. Yeah, first hit of the Milans already. Side shot would have killed him instantly. Red buys a CV. It's about time, and they had to move the CV here in Delta. It's very low, 1 HP. Guess the max has hit it, but they bought already a second one. Good call. But they still have to do pressure. They need one more sector, or they negate one more sector. So yeah, but they lost this town here. Now it's kind of hard for them to get into Mike or Lima. For that you need this town, I guess. Well, even though Grot and Briguda had a really a blow against them in the beginning, they really tried to fight back and to get back into the sector. So that's very honorable. Now, again with cheap infantry. I don't know if it was on purpose or unintentional, because they forgot about the pathing. Seems like because it's a lot of points. They simply just lost. One Rima survived out of 50. Or it was like Heimatschützen maybe as well. Yeah. So they get control about Echo and Delta. And well, from there you can easily push, or you can push here in the direction of Bravo or to Lima. Now you have 2 angles to Lima, so maybe that's the next target. They're a little bit lacking of AA. There's just this Heos as a long range AA. Oh, and it crits the F111. Wow. Yeah, so we have not that much infantry left here of the blue side. Some airbornes here in the back line. But there's a lot of fire support for the red team. And even the Bisons now have to use the Brownings. Or the MGs. Bradley is losing against the Web? No. Barely survived that. Now it's Durch Nutzung. And against the Canadians. Okay, let's see how it goes. And there's more cheap stuff coming. The transports of blue are already running out of ammunition because they are so busy with killing all the cheap infantry. Another 2A5 is now here in the middle. Seems like one survived earlier. They have to get back somehow in this tree line. It's at 400 points. Yeah. Blue really has to put infantry here. They need also recon here. They have no recon right now. The Gazella is hovering here, but they could be a little more close maybe. The Milan are out of ammunition, so now they can, if they risk it, I mean, there could be infantry with a lot of PB in the wood line, but they have to risk it now. They have no time. There also could be ATGMs here, but they are not, obviously. And they have to find a CV, so the blue team stops ticking. Oh, and there's now infantry coming from the other side. But there was still infantry in the woods. Wow, they killed a lot of Rimas again. Yeah. And now the Nighthawk against the 2A5 and kills also the Gazella. Wow. Well, double kill. The Mexas are holding the wood alone now, but they lost the CV, so it's like not ticking, and they move their own CV inside. The smoke is not covering it yet, but that's, I guess, the idea. And there's the longbow coming and killing the 2A1. And immediately goes for the CV. I guess it will already see the CV because it's not covered with a smoke, and it shoots. And both missiles missed. Wow. Well, that was very unlucky. Unlucky for the blue team in this case. Okay, but Red still pushes here into the forest. It even gets control now about over this part here. I think they can hold back for a moment. And the longbow is very aggressive here. Kills the shepherd. Wow. Well, time to go back to the base. Okay. So they spotted the Heos. Maybe blue can even try to do something here. They have nothing here. Wow, and another transport. So very effective here with the longbow, and it survived. Always very important for the longbow. Good. So next objective for Red is getting control of this and getting then control of Bravo. They are taking +1, that's the good news, but it's not a very secure spot here, and it has just 2 top armor, but it's an armored CV, so that's good. They already bought a second CV, a spare CV, because there's nothing more important right now than to push, to tick for the red team. And they still try to get into the Bravo sector somehow, hoping that the units are running out of ammunition. Yeah, but it's not there yet. And blue also brought the CV now into Lima, so they stopped ticking. Yeah, 3 CVs are pushing here now. Well, the only tanks around, no? Maybe they want to bait the longbow, but it's back in the base to repair. So, but Red managed to get a foothold into Bravo. That's very good for them, very important. Now they can bring a CV maybe. Well, if they get control of this tree line, they could bring all the CV. Yeah, very good. Yeah, also they didn't see the CV back there, I guess. But it's a big disadvantage of being in this forest. It's like a super easy target for the artillery. Almost every salvo hits something if you're grouped up here inside. There's an Atacams coming for the Leopard. Was seen by Grot and it barely survived. Very good reaction from Grot. Very good. It's not easy to spot that. And yeah. There's another CV. They're still ticking +1. They need AA up here. Yeah, the Grotal can't do anything from down there. And also blue is lacking a lot of AA here. Like there's a Patriot, but it can't shoot against the helicopters. The Wolverine is back here. This tree line is not really safe anymore. Wow. And the second shot of the Atacams, and it also missed the Leopard. Well, there was 2 very good reactions, very aware of the situation, so nice move of God. They get control back about this town, and yeah, let's see. 7 minutes to go. Still both is possible, but now Red lost all their infantry here. They had to retreat back into this tree line with a 2A4, and yeah. There's no infantry. Well, here's infantry coming. Let's see if they use it here or if they try to get into Lima. And now they also invest heavily on the left side. All the units here. I hope they realize that the pathing is going that way. Otherwise, it would be again huge losses. But there's not really much infantry from the blue team for the moment. Maybe that's blue a little lacking, is like really cheap infantry. The commandos each is like 20 points, the airborne 25 even. So that's the big difference. Red is playing a lot of very cheap units just to spot, and I didn't see that from the blue team yet. The commandos are not the best unit against the 2A4 in the wood. Not enough AP. Yeah. I think the Milan have been here the whole game. They didn't shoot yet, but now they started to do something. Nice spot for the CV. It's not an obvious spot. It's a little at the side. Yeah. Yeah, the commandos really have trouble with the 2A4 to kill it. I mean, it's low, but they just do 1 damage, no? Each time they hit. It's not enough. And the 2A4 can easily kill them, usually. But here, against infantry, they are perfect. Oh, the 2A4 is almost down. Mirage survives again. And the 2A4 is now down. Yeah. 5 minutes to go. Blue team is ticking again, +1, because they managed finally to kill the CV here. And red is not able to bring a CV in here safely. So, yeah. Seems like the blue team wins this game. They choose to do a little different tactic. I guess they kind of know that if you play 1 versus 1 on the left side and 1 versus 1 on the other side, that they will lose, because Kort and Pikuda should be the better, the more experienced players. So they tried to do something different and surprised the other team, FreePoints. And even though the opener was a little mean, let's say like that, but it's not undefendable. The red team played a Rafale. The Rafale started from the wrong spawn, let's say like that. It's much faster here. It was at the wrong side of the map. So if the Rafale would have spawned here, I guess it would have detected the F1 and 11 in the beginning easier and faster. But well, what means mistake? I mean, it's like they didn't expect it, no? So now there's another push of the red team. And they also have a CV now here, but it's not safe and there's not enough units to defend it. Also the Lynx again working very good against the infantry here, chasseurs. Yeah, they should be able to get control of Bravo again, full control. And also here the push is like kinda, it's over. I didn't see any super heavy from the blue team, even though they had no, well, there was the M1 HC, but beside that there was not much. And the other team had a lot of super heavies they lost. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Now the longbow, trying to find some targets. Okay, Jupiter is not a target for the longbow. Last push of red team, but I guess blue would have had easily enough forces here to stand against that. Stoßtruppen now, they're very good in this combats, but it's simply too much fire support here to defend. Oh, a last escort sneaking through here, finding the CV. But it survived the CV again. Unlucky. Okay, that's it. They surrender. I think we saw a good game. Was kind of close. and well, without the surprising opener, I guess it would have been an easy game for Grodd and Pekuda, but now we have a third game. 900 points different, so they feeded a lot of points. But well, I guess it was an interesting game. There is now a third game, and well, I'm kind of curious how will be the result. So see you the next time. Bye.